everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria if you're new here, and today's practice is called Beauty in Being. In this class, we will practice dropping any urges to do or fix or analyze or solve and see if we can settle into a state of simplicity, just connecting to the beingness and how that feels when we can let everything else fall away. So you'll just need yourself and someplace to move. I've had a lot of requests for a longer practice, so that is what this one is. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll begin from a seated position. So finding your way to Sukhasana. Really just let yourself land into the earth. Knees are open wide and the palms can rest facing up or down onto your thighs. Let your eyes settle closed. And as they do, start to notice everything that's moving around you. Noticing the sounds that you can hear in your environment. Noticing any smells. Feeling the surface of your skin and the air surrounding it. Notice the temperature of the air and the feeling of the earth beneath your sitting bones. See if you can hold all of these elements of the moment together at once. Now begin to release awareness around anything external and start to settle more into your physical body space. Asking the question, what does it feel like to be in this moment? And even in stillness, how do you experience circulation or movement within your body? See if you can notice the feeling of your heart beating. Notice if you can feel any pulsing or buzzing sensations elsewhere. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath. And then gradually begin to exaggerate the rhythm of your breathing. Taking a little bit longer with your next inhalation. And allowing your exhale breath to mirror the inhale breath in its quality as well as its duration. Starting to find Ujjayi Pranayama. Taking the breath in and out through your nose. And as you do, beginning to generate the ocean wave sound, audible breath. As we move through this practice, just continue to notice when any urges to do or fix arise. There is a spectrum from the state of doing to the state of simply being. And we're going to practice sliding more toward the being side of the spectrum as we move through this class. Stay patient with yourself and recognize that accessing the state of being might start to open up for you a little bit more as we continue to practice. Draw your palms into prayer at heart center and start to generate a little bit of heat between your hands by rubbing them into one another. Feeling the press of your skin. Creating just a little bit more heat here. And then hovering your palms over the top of your heart. Feeling that heat radiate from your hands into your body. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Blink your eyes open And find your way up into tabletop position. Climbing onto hands and knees, let your fingers spread wide and tack your finger pads down into the earth beneath you. With your next inhale breath, start to get soft into your belly. Lift your sitting bones skyward. Look forward with your heart, and then gradually lift your gaze toward the sky. As you exhale, press into the earth, tuck your tail underneath of you, get hollow through your low core, then your solar plexus, then your heart space, and let your head fall, chin drops toward your chest. Again, breathing in, arch, coming into cow pose. Imagine that you could touch your tailbone to the back of your head. When you exhale, press down, hollow core, rounded spine, chin falls toward the chest. Breathe in, arch your back. Breathe out, round and curl. Really synchronizing your breath and your movement. One more round here. Inhale. Exhale. Find your way back to a neutral spine. Touch your toes together. Sit your hips all the way back to your heels and walk your fingertips forward to the top of your mat to find child's pose. Dig into your finger pads. See if you can lift your elbows and lift your palms away from the earth. And then start to gently rock your rib cage from side to side, getting that deep lateral stretch. Sliding the sitting bones back in space and reaching the top of your skull toward your thumbs to feel the line of your spine elongated. With your next inhale breath, shift forward into tabletop position, but with a rounded spine, so like a cat pose. Bring your shins parallel behind you. And then slowly unfurl all the way down with your pelvis. Energize up through your low belly. Micro bend your elbows and hug them back and in towards your ribs as you reach your heart forward toward the sky. Coming into a little cobra here. Take a breath in. On your exhale breath, energy into your core. Drive your hips all the way back in space and slowly sink your way back into child's pose, touching the toes. You can look forward with your eyes. Again, breathe in, rounding through your spine, coming through hands and knees position to slowly unwind all the way out into cobra. Take a breath in, expanding the heart and the front body. Exhale breath, energize your core, hug your belly button back towards your spine and use that to drag your hips back in space, coming all the way down to child's pose. Let's take this again on your own breath, so you can move a little slower or a little faster, but the inhale will bring you forward, exhale to sink into the hips, and then arriving in cobra, you breathe in. And when you're ready, you can take your exhale back to child's pose. Touching the toes. This time, let's draw the palms together to touch. And then see if you can relax your forehead all the way down onto the tips of your thumbs, or the kind of roots of your thumbs here. Deep belly breaths. Just pausing for a few moments here. Really feeling into your state of beingness. And slowly lift your head. Crawl your fingertips back in space, and we'll come to a little squat at the back of your mat. So curl your toes under, lift your knees, and then see if you can place your heels down. You might widen your feet just a little bit. Take a few moments here to open things up, rocking your weight side to side onto your feet, massaging into the hips, the knees, the ankles. When you feel ready, you can start to settle. If your heels don't quite touch down, that's okay. Let's try to draw the palms into prayer at heart center, taking the elbows to the inner knees, pressing the knees a bit wider, and really breathe your heart in the direction of your thumbs. Deep inhale breath. Full exhale breath. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, fingertips land to the mat. Slowly lift your hips all the way up. Turn your toes to point forward and bow down into ragdoll. Bend your knees enough so that you can feel your belly and your chest connect to your thighs. Let your whole spine hang and continue that surrender all the way out through the back of your neck, softening the space where head and neck connect and reaching the crown of your head toward the center of the earth. Now here, feel free to wiggle or move or sway in any way that your body feels called to. Listening to the feedback that comes from inside rather than trying to figure out what you should do or how you should move. Let it be intuitive. One more breath here. Slowly press into your toes. With a rounded spine, rise all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time, stacking onto the next. Arms heavy, head heavy, and finding your way up to standing. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Dig into your toes. Take a deep breath in. Swing your arms wide and all the way up to the sky. See how much you can stretch through all the fibers here. As you exhale, draw your palms into prayer at heart center. Again, inhale, arms sweep wide and all the way up overhead. As you exhale with a long spine, dive all the way down into a forward fold. Root your fingertips and walk your feet a bit more together. When you inhale, see if you can lift your heels. When you exhale, bend your knees and sink your hips all the way to your heels. So we're coming into a toe stand squat. With your next inhale breath, look forward with your eyes. Allow your knees to move like parallel to the earth. And then swing your arms all the way up beside your ears once again. When you exhale, draw your palms to prayer at heart center and begin to swivel your heart toward the left side of the mat. See if you can bring your right elbow to connect to your outer left thigh. Once you find that anchor point, stick your butt back, hug in through your waist, lift your heart, and then squeeze through your right rib cage to turn a little more to the left. Take another breath in here. Good. As you breathe out, unwind. Inhale, reach your fingertips up to the sky. As you exhale, palms through prayer, lengthen your heart forward and hook left elbow outside of your right thigh. Energetically press your right hand into your left one. Hug a little bit back through your outer left hip. And then allow your balance to calibrate as you slowly move into this twist. One more breath in. And exhale. Inhale, unwind, face the top of your mat, staying high on the balls of your feet for another breath in, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, slide your hands forward to the top of the mat. We're gonna come all the way into downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. You can separate your feet about hips distance apart and then take some pedals through the feet, really articulating there to open up those lines underneath of your feet that we were just stretching out with that toe stand squats. Maybe even rolling out the ankles. Sometimes it can be nice to press the tops of the feet and toenails down. Again here, you're free to do whatever feels good and opening in your body. Get connected to the spread of your hands, the press of your fingers and your toes to the earth. Take a few breaths here. Coming back to the question, what does it feel like just to be in this moment? And with your next breath in, turn your eyes forward to the top of your mat. As you exhale, you can travel there, stepping or floating your way forward. Take an inhale breath. Find a halfway lift, pulling up through your thighs, shifting the weight a little into the front parts of your feet as you elongate through your spine. And as you exhale, just bow all the way in. Next breath in, press into your feet with a long spine. Rise all the way up to standing, arms go wide and up to the sky. Look to your palms. Exhale, draw the thumbs forward of your heart into prayer. Breathe in, reach wide, reach up. As you breathe out, dive down, but only halfway. So we're hovering with the heart parallel to the earth. Feel energy into your core. Lift and spread your toes. Next, inhale breath. Bend your knees, sinking low and back into the heels with your weight. Bring your arms up beside your ears, finding your way into chair. As you exhale, shoulders soften. See if you can sit a little bit lower while maintaining the integrity, the tautness of your front body. One more breath in. Breathing out, begin to lift your heels away from the earth and draw your palms to prayer at heart center. Slowly sink your hips all the way down to your heels. From here, take an inhale breath to widen your knees, stick your butt back, hug in through your waist, and lift your fingertips skyward. As you exhale, hips go back. See if you can press your heels to the earth. Reach your heart and your fingers forward and slowly come down into a seated position. Inhale, shins hover parallel to the earth, finding Navasana. As you exhale, take the knees a little to the right and let your arms move a little to the left. So we're just in a little twist here. Inhale to come through the center. Exhale, knees and shins to the left, fingertips reach to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, coming into a little twist. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, hug your front body to your back body as you twist, but keep your chest inflated. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale, hug the knees together as they move right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left. Take a deep breath in, coming through the center. And as you exhale, we'll come back into our squat. So you might be able to just come up without using your hands. If you need hands, no problem. Take an inhale breath here, lift your heart. And as you exhale, fingertips down, lift your hips, turn your toes forward and fold. With your next inhalation, halfway lift through your spine. Keep your fingertips anchored and see if you can stretch your left toes all the way to the back of your mat. As you exhale, bend your right knee deeply, step the left toes back and touch your knee down. Inhale breath, pull your feet toward one another and begin to float your fingers toward the sky. As you exhale, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. Take a breath in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull your fists down and stretch them away from your sacrum as you reach your heart skyward. One more inhale breath here. On your exhale breath, keeping the arms as they are, peel back on your right toes to flex that foot. Shift your hips back in space and reach your heart forward. Energize through your core and try to hug your feet toward one another as your right leg goes straight-ish. So we're in a half splits position. Breathe in, shine the light of your heart forward and stay as you exhale. Next inhale breath. Step forward into your right foot. Lift your back knee away from the earth, maintaining the chest expansion through the arms. Now really settle. So like press your big toes down, but then squeeze up through your left quad muscles, energize up through the line of your spine. Take another inhale breath here. As you exhale, release, fingertips to the top of the mat, step forward, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. And as you exhale, fold down. Breathe in, press to the earth, long spine, rise all the way up to standing. Follow your fingertips with your eyes as the palms touch. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Breathe in, reach wide, reach up. Breathing out, swan dive halfway down, hips back, heart forward. Inhale breath, bend your knees and sit into a chair. Reach your fingertips high. As you exhale, sit a little bit deeper and start to build some heat into your glutes and your thighs. One more breath in here. Exhale breath, lift your heels, staying high on the toes. Start to sink your hips all the way down to your heels, like you're riding a really slow elevator. On your next inhale breath, widen your knees. Butt goes a little bit back, heart up, fingertips up. As you exhale, sitting all the way down through a squat to a seat and then into Navasana, breathing in. Breathing out, take your knees to the right, take your arms to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. See how fluid you can keep your breathing through this core engagement. Inhale. Exhale. One more each way. Breathe in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, finding a center point here. Exhale to come back into your squat using hands or play with outs. Breathe in, palms to prayer, heart lifts up. Breathe out, fold forward, fingertips rooted for support. Take an inhale breath. Halfway lift through your spine and simultaneously glide your right leg to the back of your space, finding a standing L. As you exhale, left knee bends, right toes touch down, and sink your back knee. Inhale, float your arms to the sky. Exhale, fingers interlace at the base of your spine. Breathe in, really stretch your heart forward, feeling the hug of the shoulder blades behind you. Breathe out, dig your big toes down, lift your low belly, and slide your hips down and forward. One more breath in. And taking your exhale breath to rock your pelvis back in space. Flex through your left toes. Really reach forward through the front of your heart. Half splits. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, step into your left foot. Back knee begins to float away from the earth, finding a high crescent lunge and really feeling the balance between sinking, anchoring, and energizing upward and outward. You can create a little curl into your thoracic spine. Lift the heart a little higher. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, fingertips to the top. Step forward, fold forward. Breathe in, find a halfway lift. Breathe out, palms down, step back, plank. Hover in plank. What does it feel like to be with all the sensations that you notice as they arise? Just letting everything express in whatever way it is. Feel some heat building in your glutes, heat building in your quads. Press front body to back body as you root away from the earth. Inhale, rock your weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, come down halfway, chaturanga, nice and slow. Inhale, open up into either upward facing dog or cobra. Lift up through your heart and your chest. And as you exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Arriving here, take a full breath in. And exhale, settle into the points of connection between hands and feet and earth. One more breath. Next inhalation, turn your eyes forward. Exhale, travel to a fold at the top of your mat. Take an inhalation, find a halfway lift, elongate. And exhale, bow. Breathe in, press down, long spine. Rise to standing gaze up. Breathe out, palms to prayer, heart center. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, dive down halfway. Breathe in, chair, sinking low, reaching high. A little different this time. As you exhale, palms through prayer, hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh, coming into prayer twist. Keep the knees aligned in a way that is level and even. And then slowly spin right side body toward left side, maybe turning your eyes to gaze up. One more breath in. One more breath out. Next inhalation, you can gaze down. See if you can stay in your twist as you lift your heels and slowly sink all the way down, hips to heels. So we're in like a twisted toe stand squat. Good, breathing in here. And as you breathe out, we're gonna come all the way back up, heels root, and slowly unwind from that twist as you fold down. Breathe in. Standing L, left leg stretches to the back of the mat, crown of head forward. Exhale, softly stepping back into your lunge, touch your back knee down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fingers interlace at the base of your spine. Take a breath in to inflate up into your heart, really spreading your breath to that space. Exhale, half splits, bowing the pelvis back, reaching the heart forward. Inhale, high lunge, step into your front foot, lift your back knee, lift your heart. Exhale, step to a fold at the top of your mat.
Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, bow. Inhale, press down, long spine, rise to standing gaze up. Exhale, palms to prayer. Breathe in, reach wide, reach up. Breathe out, dive down, but just halfway. Inhale to chair, Utkatasana. Weight into the heels, arms high. Exhale, palms to prayer. Hook your left elbow to your outer right thigh, coming into your twist. Energize in and up through your belly so it lifts away from your thighs. Move your left hip a little bit back in space as you reach forward through your heart. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now, if it helps you find your balance, you can turn your gaze down, staying in your twist. Breathe in and see if you can come high to the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. As you breathe out, use your core. Slowly sink your hips down towards your heels. Good. Twisted squat. Staying here, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, place your heels down, coming through prayer twist all the way into a fold. Breathe in, standing L, right leg reaches back, left big toe anchors down. Exhale, step to a lunge. Breathe in, Anjaneyasana. Breathe out, interlace your fingers behind you. Take an inhale breath, slide your hips forward, lift up through your heart. Exhale breath, half splits. Inhale to high lunge, step forward, lift your back knee. Exhale breath, find a fold at the top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, softly stepping back into high plank. Again, let's hover here. Feeling your whole front body really active, turned on, engaged. Next, inhale, shift the weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, chaturanga, staying taut through the front body as you come down halfway. Inhale, rising either upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Breathe in to lift your heels. Breathe out to sink your knees to the mat and shift your hips back. So we're coming to a seated position on the knees. Have your palms resting face up on your thighs, closing the eyes. Drop into simply being. Everything else is falling away. And just see what you can notice moving through your physical body space, even in stillness. Begin to blink your eyes open, and with your next inhalation, reach your arms wide and all the way up. As you exhale, dive your hands down to the top of the mat. Round your spine to come forward through hands and knees, and then lift your knees and send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. With your next inhale breath, stretch your right leg high to find a three-legged down dog. As you exhale, stay here, open up your right hip, and then kick your heel in towards your left sitting bone. Just really opening everything up here through the hip joint. You can make circles with the knee if you like, maybe circles with the ankle. A couple times each direction. One more inhalation, open it up. And as you exhale, lift your left heel. Hug your right knee to your left tricep. Let's hold here. Press the ground away from you for 3, 2, 1. Now bring your right ankle to hook outside of your left thigh. Spin your back heel toward the right side of the mat and bend that knee a lot so you can press the knife edge of the foot parallel to the back of your mat. Press into your right palm, and as you inhale, turn your left elbow up to the sky. So it's like a little figure 4, side planky situation. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you can begin to play with catching for the knife edge of your left foot in your hand, or your right foot rather, that hooked ankle. Then press right hand down and forward and see if you can kick your right leg out toward the side of the mat. Good. Holding here, breathing. One more inhale. One more exhale. Carry your right foot all the way up to the top of the mat. Bring it just inside of your thumb, however you need to transition there. Come up onto your right fingertips, or you could place them onto a block. And then with your next inhale breath, curl your right sit bone underneath of you as you circle your left fingertips to the sky. So we're here in triangle. Feel the extension through every single fiber of your being here, reaching broader and shining a little brighter. One more inhale. Now, as you exhale, turn to face the top of your mat. Place your left palm down inside of your left foot and circle your right fingertips up to the sky. You might realign your feet just slightly here as we find this little twisted pyramid shape. If you need to lift your back heel a bit, that's okay as well. Good, one more breath in. And breathing out, turn to face toward the top of the mat. Lift your back heel. Press your right palm down. Round your spine and slowly step all the way back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Heels rise. Rounding through your spine, come forward into high plank. As you exhale, soften your pelvis toward the earth. Micro bend your elbows. Reach your heart forward and lift your gaze up. So we're in a tuck-toed up dog position. Now, next inhale breath here, see if you can lift your left set of toes, three-legged up dog. As you exhale, hug your left knee forward to your chest and slowly, slowly step left foot to left thumb. Come onto your fingertips, spin your back heel down. Breathe in, press down, and come to standing in warrior two. Settle here, finding your alignment from the inside out, digging into the feet, squaring shoulders over ribs, over hips. Next inhale breath, reverse warrior. Wrap your right arm around your back and see if you can bring your right fingertips to the top of your left thigh as left arm reaches up. Really big side body stretch. One more inhale here. As you exhale, continue to kind of circle toward the right. Lift your left set of toes, turn them to point in, and then slowly bow all the way down into wide-legged forward fold. Releasing the fingertips down, drop your head. Bend deeply into your right knee. Slide your pelvis a little to the right. Come through center, and then swing the hips a little to the left as you bend into that knee. Let's go back and forth a couple more times, moving at your own pace. With your next inhale breath, find a halfway lift. Send your sitting bones back and reaching the crown of your head forward. As you exhale, crawl to the top of the mat. Place your right palm down, flex your left toes, and come high to the ball of your right foot. Then roll all your toes to face toward the left long edge of your mat and crawl your left foot back. So we're in horizon lunge. Digging your right fingertips down, cinch your right side waist, and turn your eyes to gaze towards your left fingertips. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, bend your right knee a little, dig that big toe down, pick up your left foot and step it all the way around and back behind you. As you inhale, curl your right shoulder blade underneath of the back of your heart and slowly open up into wild thing here. You can do whatever you want with your left arm. You could hold the back of your head, or you could stretch the arms straight forward toward the top of your mat. Feeling into this front body expansion, one more breath in. Now breathing out, we're gonna revolve into three-legged down dog on the left. So left palm anchors, stretch your left leg high, using your core to get there. Take a breath in. Exhale breath, stack your hip, bend your knee, and start to play through circles here if you like, or you can just be wherever you are. One more breath in. Breathing out, right heel rises high, left knee hugs to your right tricep. Touch them together if you can. Hold 3, 2, 1. Figure 4, left ankle outside right thigh. Turn your right heel to the left, bending that knee, carve into the knife edge of your foot. Inhale, weight into your left fingertips and cactus your right elbow up to the sky. Stay as you exhale, or begin to catch left foot and right hand. Flex your toes and really press the knife edge of your foot into your hand. Begin to stretch your left leg toward the right, maybe drawing your right leg a little straighter, or keep that knee super bent. One more breath in. Breathing out, gaze to your left thumb and softly place left foot there. Come onto your left fingertips or bring them onto a block. Tuck your left sit bone underneath of you. And when you inhale, circle your right fingertips up to the sky, finding triangle. Stay as you exhale. Can you press a little more into the pinky side of your right foot? One more breath in. Breathe out, pivot to face the top of your mat. Right fingertips inside of your front foot. You can widen it a little. And then turn your left arm to the sky, revolved pyramid. Cinch through your waist, grow through your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out, plant your left palm down, lift your right heel, press to the earth, round, pick up front foot, step to downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels rise, round, forward through high plank, and then as you exhale, sink your hips toward the earth, micro bend your elbows and lift your heart, tuck-toed up dog. Inhale, float your right set of toes away from the earth, three-legged up dog. As you exhale, hug, right knee forward to your chest, squeeze in really tight, and then quietly, without a sound, step right foot, right thumb. Turn your back heel down, toes a little out. Inhale, curl right sit bone underneath of you, dig to the earth as you rise into warrior two. Relax shoulders, relax all the muscles of your face, and just get kind of cozy here. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior with a half bind. Left arm wraps around and back. Right fingertips reach to the sky. And as you exhale, start to stretch your right leg more towards straight. Pick up those toes, turn them forward. Keep revolving toward the left and draw your torso all the way down into wide-legged forward fold. Bend your left knee, slide your hips a little in that direction. Come through center and switch, shifting toward the right. One more time each side. Let this be a really liquid movement through your body. Find a center point. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat with all your hands and all your toes. And then we're going to turn the toes toward the right. Bend your right knee and crawl your foot a little back in space. Coming onto the knife edges of the feet. Dig your left index finger mound down. Reach your right fingertips toward the sky. Now draw a little back on your right hip. Wrap a little forward on your left one. Breathe in. Breathe out. You could choose to stay. You could step to a side plank or see if you can dig your left big toe down as you bend that knee. Circle your right foot around and back. Step it off your mat. And then taking your inhale breath, arc your body open into wild thing. Take your time with this. Let there be no pressure at all. Just let yourself be wherever you are. One more breath here. And then slowly finding our way back into three-legged down dog. The right leg will rise high. Take an inhalation here. As you exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, figure four. Right ankle outside of your left thigh. Spin your left heel down. Breathe in, cactus up through your left elbow. Breathe out, stay, or catch your foot in your hand. This time, kick your leg forward, and then maybe see if you can reach it toward the top of your mat, really squeezing through your right side waist as you do this, stretching the left side gaze under your left arm. Breathe in. Breathe out, everyone. Find a way somehow to step your right foot to the top of your mat. Come onto right fingertips. Inhale, triangle, left fingertips rise. And exhale, left fingertips down, turn forward, and circle your right arm up to the sky. Take a breath in here, revolved pyramid. Exhale, breath, right palm presses down, left heel floats, right foot floats, step to down dog. Breathe in, round forward high plank. Breathe out, soften your pelvis toward the earth. Take your inhale breath to lift your heart and lift your left set of toes, tuck-toed up dog. Exhale, left knee to chest, softly step, left foot, left thumb. Breathe in to rise, warrior two, facing toward the right side of the mat. Breathe out, settle here. Inhale, reverse warrior, option for that half bind. Exhale, keep circling all the way down and forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Toes turn a little in. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Turn your toes forward and then all of them to the left. Plant into your right palm. Take an inhale breath on the knife edges of the feet. Left arm rises. Exhale breath, bend your right knee, dig your right big toe down. On your inhalation, left toe step off the mat behind you. We open up into wild thing. And this time, as you exhale, let's come into chaturanga. So moving through plank, lower halfway. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. Breathe out, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Flex your ankle, hook it outside your right thigh. Spin your right heel down. Breathe in, right elbow comes to cactus. Breathe out, stay or catch your foot. Inhale, stretch your legs straight out toward the side. And then as you exhale, see if maybe you can really squeeze your left side body and circle that leg toward the top of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale to step, left foot, left thumb. Come onto your fingertips. As you inhale, turn right arm up to the sky triangle. As you exhale, look forward, right fingertips down. Inhale, left one's up. And take your exhale breath to find your way back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your heels, make a big wave through the spine, come forward, plank. Breathe out, soften your pelvis down, micro bend your elbows and lift your heart. Inhale, right toes hover. Exhale, right knee hugs forward, slow step into a lunge. Breathe in, back heel spins down, rise up, warrior two. Breathe out, settle here. Relax your jaw. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, coming down into wide-legged forward fold, toes point in. Breathe in, halfway lift, grow your spine. Breathe out, crawl back to the top of the mat, turn your toes forward, and then all of them to the right. Walk your right foot back in space just a little. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, stepping into wild thing, or just stay or play with wherever you are. One more breath in. And taking your exhale breath to come into chaturanga. Use the core, stay really engaged, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Arriving here, let's take a clearing breath. Inhale through your nose. Big sigh out of your mouth, let that go. Again, breathe in. Deep exhale. Lift your heels, bring your knees to the mat, and then walk your fingertips in, press down, and rise up to standing on your shins. We're gonna come into camel. Place your hands to your low back, fingertips pointing up or down. Go wherever you are best able to find connection of the shoulder blades squeezing together behind you. Hug your inner thighs toward one another. Zip in and up from your pelvic floor to your sternum and just take a couple breaths like growing your heart up. Press your hands to your low back. Begin to shift your pelvis a little more forward. Arc your heart to the sky and slowly maybe start to lean back any amount. You can reach to catch for your heels if you wish. Feel the stretch of the fabric of your front body and see if you can focus on expansion. Keeping the low back feeling sweet, maybe dropping your head back. Let's take a couple more breaths. Place your hands to your low back if they're not there, and slowly rise back up. Let your head be the last thing to lift. As you come out of this back bend, placing your hips to your heels, palms can face up onto your thighs. Let your eyes soften or close. Feel your breath. Let go of any urge to do, and just be. And blink your eyes open. Let's come down to a seated position. We'll swing the legs around and forward, setting up for Paschimottanasana, seated forward folds. Dig your heels down, flex your toes back, root your sitting bones, and take a breath in to sit up really tall in Dandasana, noticing the elongation of the line of your spine. As you exhale, begin to drape your body forward, but try to feel like your heart is leading the way. So we're staying as elongated as possible. And you could hold on to your shins or your ankles, or if it's available, your feet. If you need a little bend in your knees, that is a great place to be. Now take the next 3 breaths to really go inside of your experience. See how much you can observe about the moment, every moment as it comes. And slowly begin to rise out of your fold. Walk your fingertips in, and then bending your knees, walk your butt a little more forward on your mat. Take an inhale breath, stretch your arms up. As you breathe out, roll onto your back. Nice and slow and controlled, feeling the core. You're going to come into an eagle wrap of the legs. So loop your right thigh on top of your left one. You could just stay here, or if it's available, you can loop your toes behind your calf there. And then opposite with the arms, so right elbow under, left elbow over. Maybe drawing the palms to touch, or you can just catch your shoulders here. Press your low back into the earth, so belly button to your spine. Then keeping that, take an inhale breath and see how far you can reach your toes forward and your fingertips back. As you exhale, lift your shoulder blades up, lift your tailbone a little up, and see if you can touch your elbows and your knees to one another and compress. Good. Inhale, open it back up. Back of the head can land down, toes reach forward, arms go back. Exhale, squish everything into the center. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, open up. Exhale, eagle crunch, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more here, inhale. Exhale, lift your shoulder blades, lift your tailbone, squeeze, compress, hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release your arms. Keep the legs wrapped as they are, and then allow them to fall toward the left side of your mat. So we're going to take a little twist here. You can readjust your pelvis, your spine as needed. Maybe turning the eyes to gaze over your right fingertips. And then see how much you can relax everything. So kind of the opposite of all that compression and engagement we were just creating. Now just let your body get heavy and surrendered. Roll through center. Unwind your legs. And then take it the opposite way. So left leg over, left arm under, finding your wrap. On your inhale breath, extending toes forward, fingertips back, keep pressing your low back to the earth. As you exhale, lift and curl and squeeze in. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, eagle crunch. Good, 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lift and squeeze and hold. 3. Can you squeeze a little more? 2, 1. And release back of the heart, back of the head. Open the arms and let your legs fall to the right, keeping the eagle wrap. Taking a twist here. Deep belly breaths. Breathing into that space where you just created so much heat and engagement. And begin to make your way back to center. Unwind your legs. Hug your knees into your chest. And if you would like, you can take circles with the knees, taking them wide and around, circles onto the low back, maybe a happy baby if you'd like to go there. We'll take a couple more breaths. And then we'll all find a tight curl, knees into the chest, lift your chin, wrap your forearms around your shins, and squeeze your body here. Inhale. Exhale, Savasana. Arms and legs wide. Let your head relax. Let your eyes settle closed. And see how quickly you can surrender into your state of simply being. Let go of any activation in the muscles or in your mind or in your energetic state. Let this be easy and chill and really natural. So you're just going to melt into the earth beneath you. Taking these next couple of minutes to rest and to be. Begin to come back into your body, noticing in stillness how you can still feel your sense of aliveness, feeling the buzz and sparkle of your inner state, the pulse of life from inside out. And begin to take some really deep, full breaths. And bring some little movements back into your body. When you feel ready, finding a long body stretch. Arms back, toes forward. And then taking an exhale to take a lazy roll onto your side and drop here. Press to the earth and find your way into Sukhasana. Closing our practice here as we began, finding a comfortable place to rest your palms. Let your eyes remain closed so you can stay inside of your experience. And now notice, do you have more access to your state of being and the beauty that lies there than you did when we began our practice? Maybe just in a really subtle way. Is there a magnified sense of your inner worlds? And then as you continue to move into your day, keep asking yourself this question. What does it feel like to be in this moment? Notice what opens up for you when you can stay connected to this state. Draw your palms to prayer at heart center and just take a final moment here for you, whatever you need. Inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale, sigh. Lift your heart and bow your chin towards your chest. Thank you so much, as always, for sharing your space and your time and your practice with me. I hope that this helped you to let go and connect to your body and your breath a little bit more. And if you have any comments, thoughts, or questions, please feel free to leave them below. I really love to hear from you. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that below as well. You can also join as a monthly donation member, and all of this really helps to support me. Have a great rest of your day or your night, and I will see you soon in the next practice. Bye.